your mince pies and see if she lies. It's Natalie Cassidy. He's mischievous, but can he be devious? It's John Jolly. And their team captain, it's Lee Mack. And facing them tonight, look out, it's the sharply jesting Frankie Boyle, the shrewdly investing Duncan Valentine, and their team captain, David Mitchell. But first, please throw off all pretense of restraint for your host, Angus Deaton.
Thank you, good evening, and welcome to Would I Lie to You? Over the next half hour, you'll be hearing more lies than an estate agent working on commission only. One useful tip when spotting a liar is that they often give themselves away by a variety of facial movements, unless, of course, the question you ask them is, have you had Botox? So we begin, perversely, with round one, which is called Home Truths. Our panellists read out a statement about themselves, and their opponents use a combination of potluck and guesswork, thinly disguised as intelligence, to decide if it's true or not. Guess right, they get the point. Guess wrong, the others get the point. What could be easier? Exactly, almost anything. Dom it is, who kicks us off with his first Home Truth. So, Dom.
I was at school with Osama bin Laden.
How old is Osama bin Laden?
I'm sure he's near my age, isn't he? I don't know. I don't think we know.
I mean, how old did he seem at school? I mean...
We were actually at the other ends of school.
Don't say extremes.
No, you're right. It was quite a sort of... It was from sort of 4 to 18, so it could span quite long years.
Right.
Yeah.
What 4 to 18 school is this?
It was a Christian Quaker school.
Right. Right. Is he still a Quaker?
I don't think it sat with him very well.
I'm not aware of his religion. He doesn't sort of, you know, doesn't present that. I mean, did you chat much?
I'd pass him in the playground. He was quite an intimidating figure, to be honest. He was slightly intense. He was sort of in the Dungeons and Dragons class. I didn't really know him, but I was in the same school.
Where was this, in London?
No, it was in Lebanon.
Lebanon. That would possibly explain it. How was it at school in Lebanon?
It was okay. I mean, it was only when I sort of got a lot older I realised that it was some sort of finishing school for jihadis, basically. I mean, there'd be occasionally an Israeli jet would go over Beirut and the entire playground would look up and start firing in the air. And when I came to school here, I realised that wasn't the sort of normal thing. And...
No. Did bin Laden win when you played hide and seek?
Always. I never found him.
So, David, I'm going to have to push you for a decision on this.
So it's a 4 to 18-year-old Lebanese Quaker school. A lot of anti-Israeli feeling, as you'd expect from Quakers. I think it's a lie.
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yep.
I think it could be true.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to overrule my team. That's a lie.
It's a lie. They're saying it's a lie. Dom?
It is actually... true.
Yes, it's the truth. Dom was at school with Osama bin Laden and still remembers those happy playground games like tag, stuck in the mud, and die, infidel, die. They grew up to have a lot in common, although Dom was slightly better at knowing where to draw the line with his pranks. So it's all eyes on Duncan.
When I ran a large public company, I banned all my staff from buying paper clips.
Why?
Letters came in the post, and I'd be sitting at my desk, letters came with paper clips on them. So I took the paper clip and put them up, and I realised my pile was getting bigger. So why buy paper clips when you get more coming in the post than what you send out?
I think...
Nobody should ever buy a paper clip again in the whole world, ever.
Polite people send the paper clips back to the person that sent them the letter. They finish using it.
Exactly, so why do you need any more?
How much money do you think you saved?
I saved about £5,000.
Are you trying to convince me that one of the top businessmen in the country at some point sat down with his staff, said, we've got this important letter to send, could be a big contract, could be worth a fortune, let's get it in the post, and someone said, oh, we need a paperclip, and you went, let's just wait.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there was a moment after you started in the job when everyone was going, I wonder what the new boss will be like? I wonder what the Christmas party will be like this year? Oh, here's a memo. Reuse paper clips. He's a miserable bastard. It seems like Mr. Bannatyne's had the water cooler taken away. We'll have to go outside to the rain barrel.
Have you changed teams?
Was that the only one of these kind of money-saving devices you came up with, or did you have many?
There was a lot of other money-saving devices, but they're all in my autobiography.
Can I be honest with you, Duncan? Absolutely honest with you. I'm getting every other word.
You could try hearing it.
I like that. Bit more diction. Carry on.
Lee, what are you thinking about this?
I have to say, the idea of saving money on paper clips is utterly ridiculous, but the accent is swinging it a little bit. A little bit more possible.
Lee, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go for true.
Yeah, OK, we think that's true.
Yeah.
OK. Duncan, is it right?
Obviously read my autobiography. It's true.
It's true. It is true that Duncan did ban his staff from ordering paper clips, which appears in autobiography. I don't know if you mentioned that. So, Natalie's fascinating fact is next. Natalie?
I have passed toilet roll under the cubicle wall to Madonna.
Sheet by sheet or a whole roll?
No, about 5 sheets.
Right. Did you specify the number of sheets you wanted?
No, I was so starstruck, I just went like that.
Well, how did you... So you'd recognise her by
I knew
her
she was in the
voice?
cubicle next to me.
Oh, right.
I knew. I was in a club on a Wednesday night.
A club?
It's called China Whites. It's a club where a lot of people go. It's
China Whites ran out of toilet paper in the ladies.
Somebody stole it. Apparently they needed it for their office. They weren't willing to buy their own.
And it was Wednesday night's kind of a big night at China Whites, and Madonna was in there this night. Obviously, I didn't know, but went into the loo and everyone was going, "Oh, Madonna's there, Madonna's." And I thought, yeah, right, whatever. And then some lady said to me, which I recognised was American, said, "Excuse me, have you got any loo roll there?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem." Did that, went out, washed my hands, and Madonna walks out.
I just like the fact that during that story you've been on EastEnders far too long, because you went, everyone was going, "Madonna's in there, Madonna's in there." Oh, Madonna's in there, Madonna's in there.
EastEnders she was in, not Oliver.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, I think, you know, Madonna's been around the block. You check there's enough loo roll before you sit down, don't you? I think it's a lie.
Got it.
I think it's a lie. What do you
think it's a lie.
Yeah, a lie.
OK. Natalie?
It's a lie.
It is a lie. Quite right. Madonna never runs out of toilet paper, as she always carries one of her husband's movie scripts in case of emergency. All of which brings us staggering to the end of this opening round, where the stark truth is that Lee's team are already blazing a trail, leading as they do 3-1. The next round has the ring of truth about it, chiefly because that's its name. Momentarily, if I can just use that word incorrectly, I shall read out a fascinating celebrity fact, whereupon the panellists have to second-guess its veracity, and also say whether it's true or not. Lee's team, guess first, analyse this. Jeffrey Archer writes all of his stories with a felt-tip pen. Is this the truth or the opposite?
Hang on, he wrote a book when he was in prison. So all we need to know to work out this is true is, can you get felt-tip pens in prison?
Anyone?
Frankie, you'll know this. What can you get in prison?
It depends just how much loving you're prepared to give.
Duncan, you've been in prison.
Have you?
Very short period of time.
What
But
for?
yeah, no, I agree with Frankie.
Never mind agreeing with Frankie. Never mind, you know what? Forget the game, Duncan. Tell us about the murder.
You can get anything in jail. Anything you want.
What were you in prison for?
Well, it's just, you know...
Tell us.
I think it was drunk and disorderly.
You mean think how drunk were you?
Oh, look at that. Suddenly the dragon tamed, methinks.
What do you mean? It's in the autobiography, haven't you read it?
What's it called?
Anyone can do it.
Well, you say anyone, apart from the 80% of people you tell to sod off.
Anyone can make 100 million, that's in the book. It tells you how to do it.
If everyone makes 100 million, won't that be terribly inflationary?
Yeah. If everyone makes 100 million except you're going to be pretty small, aren't you?
That's it, but maybe this is something that happened in Italy in the Lira days, you know, someone like you published a book, and then suddenly, everyone has got 100 million and they can't buy a coffee.